The Fall Guy, the brand new film starring Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, and I didn't realize this until a couple of weeks ago when they premiered this movie at CinemaCon, which is this was based on a TV show. This movie is based on a TV show from the 80s, starring Lee Majors as Cole Sanchez. And what that show was literally about was Cole was a stunt guy who was also a bounty hunter between jobs. And he was fighting, like, bank robbers and people smuggling moonshine and bike gangs and what have you, and punks. He was fighting off punks. That's basically what it was. And I haven't seen the episode. I haven't seen a single episode of the show. I just know it went for 5 seasons between 81 and 85. Went for 113 episodes, and I might have done a Wikipedia search and did some research on that. So there's that. But when it comes to this show, when it comes to this movie, you hopefully, like, what this movie is trying to be a love letter to stunt performances, because these guys and girls are the unsung heroes. These people are literally wishing their lives, and they don't have a fucking Academy Award section, whatever the reason is. Maybe it has to do with, because it's CG, you don't, unless you're there, you don't know what's real, what's not. Who do you give it to? Do you give it to stunt performers? Do you give it this? Do you give it to the actor? Do you do this? Who do you give it to? What's the qualifications? Whatever the damn reason is that there hasn't been a best stunt category, it kind of also highlights these guys are unsung. They don't get pretty much the same amount of spotlight as all the other categories, or all the other aspects of filmmaking. And this movie does that. What it does, it showcases the importance, and it also shows, like, naturally we're on a film set. I mean, this whole movie is all wrapped around a film, and I'll talk about the plot a little bit later. But it's all wrapped around this film, and you see, like, Cole, Ryan Gosling's character, getting slammed against a wall like 5 times, and it's there for a comedic effect. One is show the appendix and the appendix of filmmaking, which is we have to do it again. We have to do it again and again and again. And you're like, we did it for 3 times. We did it for 3 hours. It's finished. It's done. And it's like, nope. We have to film that scene all over again because we need 5, 10 different angles. But it also shows, like, the filming and the risk of it. Like, hey, it's always a risk of breaking the camera. And I'm like, and they talk about, that's a $7,000 camera, you fucking idiot. And that's literally the reaction of the producers, who are, like, cringing of getting a new camera because they're like, money, because the producers are the money people. And that I couldn't help but, like, laugh at all the industry jokes, and of course have, like, crossing and all those, like, sayings that are kind of, film lingo and all that kind of stuff. But you can do as much as a love letter to something. It all comes down to a plot, characters, execution. Make me be driven to, let me want to see the end of the story. And this movie did that. This movie is a really high recommended film for me. This is wonderfully paced, wonderfully written. Like, was it David Leitch who just directed this film? He directed, he co-directed the first John Wick, and then he did Atomic Blonde, and then he did Deadpool 2, Hobbs & Shaw, and Bullet Train. And he's kind of like this okay director. Like, the action sequences are great, but when it comes to everything else, it's a bit, yeah. So I was thinking this might be another movie just with some decent action. But no, there's really good performances. I mean, it's, Gosling and Blunt, together, 2 really good actors. So you hopefully we get some really good performances. But this whole concept about, okay, Cole is coming out of retirement after an accident. He's coming over to Australia, to Sydney, to film this, frankly, Doom whip-off, this fake movie, of this sci-fi romance film. That's literally, where's Paul Trainer was a cowboy? That's literally the entire movie. This whole fake movie is worth, you know, Paul Trainer was just, it was a cowboy. Anyway, but it turns out the director is actually Jodie Emily Blunt's character, who Cole had a thing with. Let's say that, or at least a thing. They have a fling. They had, some chemistry, some love is in the air. They, hooked up, and then nothing. There's nothing on there. But meanwhile, a producer knocks on the door to Cole and says, "Look, our main actor, Tom Wire, who is an absolute dick, but a damn good actor, but he hasn't showed up on set. We believe he's in trouble. Can you go and investigate?" And he does, and he gets into a kind of crime scene investigative dials, and goes up and up and up, and action sequences to find out what happened, and where's Tom Wire, where is he, what happened, all those type of things. And they're able to balance this really well with a wide level of comedy, wide level of banter. Like, naturally, when you have, here's the exes meeting together, and I couldn't help but be like, me as a film student, I'm like, hope you guys hope you two characters can bloody work professionally. And at the beginning, it wasn't. It's kind of like, we're acting professionally, but I'll find a way to swerve with you. So I'm going to explain the plot of the movie, but I'm going to use you but I'm going to actually be talking about you in front of the entire crew. And I'm going to have you do the same scene over and over again, just to fuck with you. And of course, the producer's like, time, we time. We need to keep rolling. But I couldn't help but be like, oh, are these characters going to act like adults, or are they going to just be bickering for the next X amount of minutes until they become an item again? And it's very quickly done. It is very, they're like, hey, let's act professionally. This is like, hey, we used to be a thing, and all that. I was like, I like this. This feels very mature adult decisions. And they, and when there's a relationship bond, and when they come together, and when there's more scenes with the two characters together, you can feel gently the stitches are getting patched up again, and the love is in the air is coming once more. And I'm like, I'm liking that. The mystery, the mystery of where's Tom Wire, what happened to Tom Wire. There's a level of humor. There was like a unicorn. There's really great action. I mean, look, there's one in the trailer with Gosling on riding the back of a truck through the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Okay, it's not much of a spoiler there. You got that actually, and with the music and because it's merging with karaoke, with the music and all that, it's done really, really well, really dramatic, really because this whole movie, the theme of the song, the theme song, is actually just Enter the Sandman, a little bit of Metallica, or Kiss, and they just really trying to do the classic movie epicness to it, and I don't like it works, and they have a version where they play the lyrics, and I'm like, okay, it works better there. Was never before I would see a gunfight, a boat chase near the Opera House. Just gonna say that. The action is really put together. The mystery is really well put together. And maybe the only thing I maybe felt was like, okay, when we hit the third act, they kind of felt like they ended the third act and then they kind of continued the third act for a few more minutes for like a big giant action sequence. But I mean, the chemistry between Blunt and Gosling are really well put together. I mean, this is a really well done movie. This is a really good movie. Um, and it's a thumbs up for me, which is kind of funny. You know, saying thumbs up. This is a stuntman saying, "Cool, I'm fine." But yeah, I yeah I at this point, like, I only saw the film once, and I'm thinking there's no flaws with this film. There's absolutely no flaws with this film. Um, you know, maybe some pacing issues, you know, out through it. Maybe the odd one here and there, but outside of it,